Hey everyone! If your car's AC feels more like a hairdryer than an icebox, especially in this summer heat, you are not alone. But what if I told you there's a super simple trick to make your car's AC blow twice as cold, and it takes less than a minute to do? Today, I'm going to show you genius tips, straight from real mechanics, that can instantly boost your car's cooling power without spending a ton of money. Before we dive in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you don't miss out on more car hacks, DIY tips, and everything in between. Let's get into it. Alright, before we get into the tips on how to make your AC blow colder, let's quickly go over why it might not be working like it used to in the first place. Now, sometimes it's not a serious problem, but even small things can mess with how well your AC cools, and therefore it's super important to understand what could be causing it. So here are some of the most common reasons your car's AC isn't as cold as it should be. You might be using fresh air mode instead of recirculation. Low refrigerant levels, also known as Freon, can be a big one. Clogged cabin air filter. Yeah, that little thing can make a big difference. Poor insulation in the car, like when the cabin gets way too hot from the sun. A blocked condenser, which is usually right up front by your grill. An old or failing AC compressor that's just not doing its job anymore. And sometimes it's the thermal expansion valve. If that's not working right, the whole system can get thrown off. Fortunately, these are fixable without a huge repair bill. Let's break it down one by one. Tip number 1, recirculation button. Let's talk about one small button in your car that most people overlook, but it could be the reason your AC isn't cooling the way it should. It's the recirculation button, the one with the little car and the circular arrow. You've seen it, right? Most people leave it off without a second thought, but that's actually a big mistake. When it's off, your AC pulls in hot, humid air from outside, which takes way more energy to cool. Therefore, your system works harder, takes longer, and honestly, wastes more fuel. But when you turn on recirculation, your AC reuses the cooler air already inside the cabin, and that means colder air, faster. So not only do you cool down quicker, but your car runs more efficiently too. One quick tip though, if your car's been sitting in the sun and feels like a sauna, don't hit recirculation immediately. Let some of that heat out first. Then, once the air starts to feel a bit cooler, switch it on, and you'll feel the difference almost instantly. It's a tiny habit change. But once you start doing it, you'll wonder how you ever drove without it. But even if your car is parked perfectly and starts off cool, there's one small part inside your AC system that might still be choking the airflow without you even knowing it. Tip number 2, where you park might be the reason your AC feels weak. Now here's something that most people completely overlook. Where you park your car can seriously affect how well your AC works. It sounds simple, but it makes a bigger difference than you think. If your car's been baking in the sun for hours, the cabin turns into an oven, and therefore your AC has to work way harder just to bring the temperature down. But if you park smart, like finding a shady spot or using a windshield sunshade, your interior stays much cooler to begin with. So, when you turn on the AC, it cools down the cabin much faster, and your system doesn't have to struggle. You can also crack the windows just a little to let that trapped heat escape and use rear window shades to protect passengers in the back. Tinted windows can help too, blocking up to 70% of solar heat. These small tricks don't seem like much, but together they make a huge difference. It's not just about comfort, it's about helping your AC work smarter, not harder. Trust me, once you start parking with your AC in mind, you'll notice the results right away. But even if your car's parked in the perfect spot, there's one hidden part inside that could still be silently suffocating your AC. Tip number 3, cabin air filter. Now here's something almost no one thinks about, your cabin air filter. It's small, hidden, and easy to forget, but if it's dirty or clogged, it can absolutely kill your AC's performance. A lot of people crank up the AC thinking the system is broken, but the real issue might just be poor airflow caused by a filthy filter. Therefore, your AC has to work harder, your fan makes more noise, and the air coming out feels weak, even when it's on full blast. You might also notice a musty smell or extra dust floating around inside the car. The fix? Super simple. Cabin filters are usually located behind the glove box. and most cars recommend changing them every 12,000 to 15,000 miles. Or even sooner if you live in a dusty area. It only takes a few minutes and usually costs around 20 bucks. So it's a quick, affordable job that can make a huge difference in how cold your AC feels. And hey, if you really want to upgrade, go for a HEPA or charcoal filter to boost air quality too. It's one of those tiny changes that people ignore, but once you fix it, you'll feel the difference right away. You might think cleaning the filter fixed everything, but if your AC still isn't blowing ice cold air, then brace yourself. The real problem might be hiding deep inside your system, and see, it's corrected. Your car can go from lukewarm to ice cold in minutes. Your refrigerant might be fine, but if the system can't release heat properly, cold air is never going to happen. Tip number 5, a dirty condenser. Here's a part of your AC system that rarely gets attention, but it's doing some of the most important work behind the scenes. The condenser. It sits right behind your car's grille, and it looks like a mini radiator. Its job to get rid of the heat pulled out of your car's air, but over time, that condenser can get covered in dirt, leaves, bugs, and all kinds of road grime. Therefore, it can't do its job properly, and the refrigerant stays hotter than it should. That means warmer air from your vents, even when your AC seems to be working. So how do you fix it? Just pop the hood, find the condenser, and give it a good rinse using a garden hose on low pressure. For stubborn buildup, use a soft brush with mild soap, but never use a pressure washer. Those fins are super delicate and can bend easily. It might sound like a small step, but a clean condenser can seriously improve your AC's performance. Don't let hidden dirt be the reason your car still feels like a sauna. Cleaning the outside helps, but how you start your AC makes all the difference. And most people get this totally wrong. Tip number 6, don't wait. Start driving to cool your car. Many people think that letting their car idle for 10 minutes with the AC on will make the cabin cooler before they start driving, but that's actually not how your car's AC works best. Your AC is powered by the engine, and therefore it performs better when the car is in motion and the engine is running at normal speed. Sitting in a park doesn't build enough pressure to cool efficiently, so what should you do instead? As soon as you start the car, roll the windows down just a bit and start driving. This helps flush out all the trapped hot air quickly. After about a minute, roll the windows up, switch on recirculation mode, and turn the fan to medium or high. You'll notice the cabin cools down much faster, and your car uses less fuel doing it. It's one of those habits most people never think about, but it can make a big difference, especially on hot days. Don't waste gas sitting still. Cool your car the smart way while you drive. You might be doing everything right, but if you're still using auto mode, your AC could be holding back on you without you even knowing it. Tip number 7, use the coldest setting instead of auto. Let's be real, we all trust the auto button because it sounds smart, right? But here's the truth, when it comes to getting your car as cold as possible, auto might actually be working against you. It's built for comfort and efficiency, not for power cooling. Therefore, even on a blazing hot day, your system might start off slow or not hit full chill at all. That's why if you're serious about cooling fast, you need to take control. Crank your temp setting to low or full cold manually. Then boost the fan speed to medium or high. Don't wait for the car to figure it out. After a minute or two, hit recirculation mode to trap that cold air inside. So instead of hoping auto gives you the cold you need, you're making it happen yourself. One more thing, if you've got dual zone climate control, double check both sides. Because if the passenger zone is warmer, it messes with the whole system. It sounds small, but this one setting change could be the reason your AC never feels cold enough. You've done everything right on the surface, but what if the heat is still sneaking in from places you're not even thinking about? Tip number 8, insulate your cabin. Your car's AC is only part of the cooling equation. But if heat keeps pouring in through the seats, windows, or roof, it's always playing catch up. Therefore, your system has to work twice as hard just to keep things comfortable. So what can you do? Simple fixes like seat covers, dashboard sun protectors, or ceramic window tints can block a lot of that heat before it even gets inside. You can even use insulated floor mats to stop heat from rising through the floor. These upgrades may seem minor, but together they help your cabin stay cooler longer and let your AC focus on what it does best, keeping you cold, not fighting the sun. It's one of those, why didn't I do this sooner? kind of tips. You can follow every tip perfectly, but if your AC system isn't healthy, none of it will make a real difference. Tip number 9, keep your AC system maintained. Let's be honest, all the tricks in the world won't save you if your AC system is running on worn-out parts. You might be cleaning, adjusting, and recirculating like a pro, but if the compressor's weak or there's a hidden leak, it won't matter. Therefore, regular maintenance isn't optional, it's essential. Every 12 months, have your AC pressure checked. If you notice the air suddenly getting warmer, ask for a leak test. And don't ignore those belts and hoses. If they wear out, they can drag the whole system down. So stay ahead of problems with routine checks. It saves money, prevents breakdowns, and keeps your system running like it should. Strong, smooth, and ice cold. Maintenance isn't exciting, but skipping it is the fastest way to kill your AC. You've done everything right, but what if you could squeeze out just a little more cold air without replacing a single part? Tip number 10, boost your AC. Sometimes your AC just needs a little extra help, and that's where booster additives come in. These are chemical products designed to improve refrigerant performance and pull moisture out of the system. They sound like magic in a can, but they're not miracle fixes. Therefore, only use them if your AC is already functional and sealed. Products like AC Pro Super Seal, Red Angel, and Interdynamics Recharge have worked for some drivers, with reports of air temps dropping 5 to 10 degrees Fahrenheit. So, if you've already checked the basics and want to push your AC a bit further, these can be worth trying. Just follow the instructions carefully. But remember, they're not a fix for leaks or major damage. Think of them as a boost, not a bandage. Use smart, and you might be surprised how much colder things get. And there you have it. Making your car's AC blow colder doesn't take fancy tools or expensive repairs. But it does take a little know-how and a few smart habits that most drivers completely overlook. Therefore, the next time you hop into your hot car, remember this simple formula. Start driving, hit recirculation, go full cold, and show your AC some love. Even the smallest change, and like cleaning your air filter or parking in the shade, can make a huge difference in how fast your car cools down. And there you have it. Some simple but genius tips that can make a huge difference in how cold your car's AC blows. Whether it's basic maintenance, adjusting a few settings, or using tricks like pre-cooling and recirculation mode, these small changes can lead to big results, especially during those scorching summer days. Remember, your car's air conditioning system isn't just about comfort. It also affects your fuel efficiency, air quality, and overall driving experience. Taking just a few minutes to apply these techniques can not only make your drives cooler, but also extend the life of your AC system. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more car hacks, maintenance tips, and smart ways to keep your vehicle running like new. Drop a comment below if you have your own AC tip that works wonders. We might feature it in a future video. Thanks for watching, stay cool out there, and we'll see you in the next one, where we share more tricks that make driving easier, cheaper, and way more enjoyable. Take care and drive safe.